Hello, happy Friday. I am here sitting in front of you in essentially lingerie because, as many of you know, I am heading to India really soon, a week today, a week right now, actually, pretty much. I'll be getting on an airplane. And the weather there is supposed to be really, really hot. Hi, Chris. Nice to see you. Oh, hi, Kat. Nice to see you. So I've been giving a lot of thought to the kinds of clothes that I would like to take with me as I travel. And I'm kind of feeling like this dress, which you guys have seen, it's the Mina bamboo dress, is going to be a wardrobe staple that I take with me on this trip. And what I wanted to share with you is it's going to be really, really hot. Hi, Lori. Hi, Damien. Hi, Gord. That's my husband. Hi, Deborah. Is that it's going to be really hot. And for those of you with breasts, you know, sometimes you have to wear a bra, and when you're already hot, that's the last thing you want to do. So in case you didn't know, I wanted to show you these. So I am definitely taking these on my trip with me, and I wanted to show you what they are. So this is a Canadian company. It's called Threads. She actually, I believe, is from Guelph, and she's created a line. She's the one who does our Threads tights, the opaque ones that we love so much, that have won so many awards. Like, if you're going to get one pair, you want to get those tights. So what I wanted to show you are these things that they call nipple stickies, the thing you didn't know you needed to have. So they come in 3 colors. This one I'd say is the closest to my skin tone. It comes in N1, N2, N3, and N4. This is N3. So I'd say that's pretty close to my skin color. I'll show you the other colors and then I'll show you what they are. So this one here is the N4 for our darker skinned friends. You can see it right there. This one is the N2. This is actually, I'll show you the N1 first. So the N1 is for people who are super, super fair. Oh, we got cousins meeting each other. Hi, Heather. So this one is if you are very, very fair. This is the N1. Their most popular seller is the N2. This seems to be the one, if you're not sure which one you are probably an N2. This is what they look like. And now I'll show you exactly what they look like. Hi, Margot. Okay, so these are the nipple stickies. They have this little backing on them here, but this of course comes off. These are our store samples I'm showing you here. Hi, Denise. So you can see that that looks like it's wet, but it's not. And they just stick like that. They're reusable. Like, you can see how even on my hand, that has smoothed right down on the edges. Like, there's no seam. I don't want you to all stare at my breasts, but I am wearing these on underneath bamboo, and you cannot tell where the edge of it is. So we used to, in my day, call these show stoppers so that you weren't putting on a show. But I just really wanted you to see how firmly that adheres down there. Hey, Logifa. So when you take them off, they are a little bit less shiny. You can reuse them, I think they say up to 20 times. But basically, hi, Karen. I wear these, like, I get one set that lasts me the summer, generally speaking. And what you do is, at the end of the day, you just wash them in your bathroom sink with soapy water. Did you know what they are made of? Looks good for summer dresses. See, this is what I wear all summer long because I get too warm. And I feel when I'm sticky and already hot and sweaty, the last thing I want is another layer. And especially if I can just be wearing silk or bamboo, that's my preference. So you wash them with soap and water, and then you just leave them upside down like this to dry, and then they air dry, and then you can wear them the next day and all the stickiness comes back again. And then you store them by putting them back onto the plastic and just sticking that down this way. And then you store them in the box when you don't need them. Now, the question was, what are they made of? Good question. Okay, 8 centimeters in diameter, made with medical grade silicone. Our invisible reusable nipple stickers have a beautiful matte finish and a seamless tapered edge that molds well to the natural curves of your body, letting your outfit be the star of the show. So we have these in 4 colors. I know that I was talking to the owner of the business, and she's actually selling out really quickly. And she goes, oh, do you have the N2? Everybody's looking for the N2. And I'm like, I do have the N2. So if you know that you're an N2 person, these are hard to get right now because everybody's buying them for travel and for the summer. So once again, N1, I'll put them in order. Oh, I can even show you the dots. That's exciting. Hold on. That's the N2, that's the N3, that's the N4, this is the N1. So that's what it looks like. Those are the dots. This one is for extraordinarily fair people. This is the color N2 that most people wear. This one here is the color that I wear. And then this is for people who are darker skinned than I am. So those are the colors. You can look them up on our website by typing in the word threads. After this live, I will add them to the, oh, right. So there's going to be a link if you want to have a look at this collection. Everything that I'm going to show you today, I'm going to put, it might already be there. If you go into the menu where it says upcycled silk and you go to featured collections, the first collection after Priya's pick has today's date on it, and everything that I'm going to show you in terms of the Wabi Sabi collection is already there. Some of it has sold. Some of you guys are watching out, and as soon as I post them, you guys are like, got it. So everything that is or was there will still show up. It'll have a sold sign on it. So if you see it, it says sold, it really is sold. What else do I need to tell you? Okay, I think that's it. So these are things, and I will do a packing video with you, but I would say if you are going somewhere hot, or if the summer's hot and you're thinking, I want to be ready for it, these guys are awesome. And then this dress, which I'm going to show you when I stand up, is, I think, the other thing that I would say is a super cool piece that you would like to have in your wardrobe. So this here is the brand is Blue Sky. It's a Canadian company. It has adjustable straps. You can see right through there. It has a Princess Empire waistline here, and then this is really flowy. And today what I'm mostly going to be showing you are dresses, so I thought this would be really good to try on. So normally, as you know, I am a size extra large. I wear a 38C in a bra. And in this dress, I wear medium. So I would say use that to judge your size, your dress size, because from here, it's pretty much a free size. There's lots of room in there. So what you want to do is make sure it fits comfortably through here. And so a medium fits a 38C, and I believe there are measurements on the website. It's called the Mina dress. I actually think this is accessible on the front page of our website. Okay, let's see the Wabi Sabi that we have. So what we did is we went through and we scooped out all the dresses because they went so quickly. Looks like they are not in any order. No shorts today? No shorts today. Just the dress, which is super comfortable, actually. I really like it. Okay, so I have these were just released. This is the sculptural tunic dress. It can be worn front ways or back ways, which I did not realize until the last time we did one of these, and I tried it on backwards by mistake, and then Sheena was like, I always wear it backwards, but I think that might have been the self pocket. So the nice thing about this particular one is that it is made out of a crepe silk. Right there, which means if you wanted, this is one of those dresses that you could put on with just your little stickies and some underwear and you'd be good to go. I do have some that are sheer though that I'll show you. So let me show you how this looks. So once again, I'm a 38C and this dress is cut so that it's a little smaller through here. You can see how much room there is. I wouldn't say there's a lot of room there. So you wouldn't want to be too much bigger through there. But this is what the dress looks like on. It is just an amazing dress for travel. And because this is part of our Wabi Sabi collection, it's 40% off, which means it's $119. And the reason is that it has some pinholes, some very mild staining, and some very mild fabric patching. And what we've done just to help people, because instead of saying it all the time, which we do, we're like, and it has a warped and weft issue. I've created a little tab on all the Wabi Sabi pieces now. So you know where it says like product measurements and fabric care on every product page. Now there's a little tab that says types of Wabi Sabi flaws. So when you watch the Wabi Sabi video and it says pinholes, you can now go into that little tab and it describes exactly what we mean when we say pinholes. So hopefully we're being more transparent and giving you as much information as you need. So this dress, if you're going away, ladies, this dress is just so easy to wear, and you wouldn't have to wear anything underneath it. I have a feeling I'm mostly going to be taking baby doll dresses, maxi dresses, and these. And as much as I want to wear linen right now, on a cool day in India, it's 30 degrees. So I'm thinking if we're going to be getting up to 40 degrees there, I want to wear as little as possible. Like I actually think even linen is going to be too heavy. So I'm still thinking it through though. Okay, so this is number 1. And where did I put the hanger? Here. Okay. And then I'll put it maybe here. Okay, here's number 2. So this is also going to be a sculptural tunic dress. Baby doll, that's baby doll, cardigan, here we go. Okay, so this is another sculptural tunic dress, and this one is sheer. You can see, like, see how you can see me through it? This one is exactly why we recommend getting these slips, because it's so comfortable, but you still get to add a little layer over top of it, so you're not really showing anything off. But that's how the slip looks with these dresses, like that. And if you see how you can see a little bit of the slip at the back. So what I would, oh no, you can't, it was just bunched up. So there, if you're worried about seeing the slip, I would say just take a little safety pin and pin it up in that one spot, and it's not going to affect anything. Whoops. I seem to have grabbed the dress and the dress, but yeah, you would pin that and then drop that down, and it's like you weren't wearing anything under it. So this has also just been added to our Wabi Sabi collection, and you'll find it in under featured collections, and I think it's the one right underneath the Priya's picks. So there's this one. I'm going to try to do this by category. So this goes here. Nope, this goes here. Okay, next one. That's not one. That's not one. Oh, yes, this one. Oh my God, guys, I am in love with this one. So the silk is ridiculously soft. You can tuck your underwear. Oh, right, exactly. Of course you can. Absolutely. There's no reason why you couldn't tuck that right in, right there. And then, oh, smart, Margot. So this fabric is so soft. It's a combination of a georgette, because you can see through it, and a satin. So what you feel on your skin is the satin. You probably have to wear something underneath it because the georgette part is see-through. See? You can see how see-through that is. But this piece is unbelievably gorgeous. Like, look, it's even got black in it. So it's beige and black. It's like the amazing 70s vintage. Yes, absolutely. It really is. Oh, it feels so good on, guys. I can't even begin to describe how amazing this feels. So it's here in the Wabi Sabi collection probably because of that patch. You can see underneath the slip that I'm wearing. Super easy. It's got some black, some beige, some red, and then this lovely shade of blue. This one seems to fit just a smidge smaller on the arm right there, just so you know, and there. Like I have quite narrow arms, and I'm finding this one tighter than the other one. So just so you know, you probably want to be somebody with very slender arms under the elbow for this one. So this is just added to the Wabi Sabi collection. Let me grab a couple more. Trying to do this gracefully. Here we go. Let's see, and then I've got some baby doll dresses. I've got some shrugs, and I've got some cardigans that were just released. Very flattering. It is really flattering, and it's so soft. Like it's the kind of soft that you can't even believe that something could be so soft. Okay, more, oh, this one. Oh, okay, this one's really nice, but then the next one I'm gonna show you, talk about 70s vibe. Okay, so this one is browns and khakis, and actually I would say it's kind of like a browny khaki. You can see it there. And then black and white. And that's the front there. This is such a great piece. Like this you could wear in the spring, summer by itself. You could pair it with some gray. You could pair it with black. You could pair it with Bryn Walker elk. It's just gorgeous. I really like these muted colors. Like I feel like they transition well into all seasons. But yeah, so again, the only issue with this dress is the way that it's designed is you do have to be smaller through here. And then once you get down to this area, you can be any size you want. But up here, you have to be, like I said, I'm a 38C and I'm quite narrow through the arms, and it just fits. I like it too, Holly. It's really nice. When I was adding these to the website, I was like, holy cow, these are gorgeous. Okay, this next one I'm going to show you, I love it. It is so much fun. And I should let you know that Shefali is downstairs. We've started receiving our next shipment already. We've started unboxing it. And again, there are just some incredible pieces. Okay, check this out. It is so Scooby-Doo. Look at those colors. Greens, purples, rusts, a couple of sparkles through there. It's so freaking cute. It's beautiful. And again, this one's sheer, so you're going to want to wear something under it. I'm trying on every single piece today. Okay, probably don't need to do that. Wow. This is beautiful. And again, this one is a little looser through the arms. You can see that I'm wearing the slip underneath it. Everything is covered. So I know that was always an issue. People would say, I love the dress, but what do I wear under it? So now we have the piece you wear under it. And I feel like it's a piece that would work well in the rest of your wardrobe as well. So this one, and then I think there might just be one more. Not that one, not that one, this one. And there's two more. Okay, so this one, guys, this one. So this is another sculptural tunic dress. Have a look at that sparkle on there. You see it, all the little sequins? And again, this one is so soft. It's a crepe silk. It's very, very soft. It feels like butter. So here you go. I gotta stop trying them all on. But yeah, how great is that? There. See the sparkle in it? And beautifully soft. This is what it looks like from the back. So again, and then let's do Margot's little trick, because see how you can see it right there? If you pull, I'm talking about the slip, you can see the slip. If you take the slip, actually I'll do it this way, lift it up, tuck it into your underwear, there you go, it's gone. You can maybe tuck a little bit more, but there. Yeah, it's such a great, easy summer piece. And the colors are divine. Like, I literally want to take all of these to India with me. Now that I'm trying them on, I'm like, yeah, why wouldn't I? I'd get sun protection, I would be nice and cool, I would be modest enough with the sleeve length. Okay, there's that one. And then I believe, last sculptural tunic dress is this one. So this one is reds and blacks and beiges there. And I probably don't need to try it on. You can see how it would look. Again, it's a great, easy piece to mix in to your wardrobe, whether it's summer or winter. I had said to you that we weren't getting any more sculptural tunic dresses in this shipment because I didn't order any, but it turns out we are getting more. So I think there's 30 that are gonna get released. How tall are you for reference? That's a good question. Okay, I am 5'5", and I'm short-waisted, so most people have a waist that goes from here to here. Mine is only this long, so my legs kind of start here. I have very long legs and a very short torso. My bra size is 38C. I haven't weighed myself in years because I don't want to know, and I don't need to know. And I think in the last live that I did last weekend, I put my actual measurements in there. I can try to put them in the note on this one as well, the caption, just so you can use that as reference. We're doing a photo shoot with some of our lovely customers on Sunday. So hopefully we're gonna start to get more pictures of people with different body shapes, wearing our different styles so you can see how they look. But in the meantime, time to sit down and chat. So in the meantime, my daughter Mira, who also works here, has started taking over doing the blog writing for our Playing Dress Up feature. So now instead of me wildly taking pictures with people's faces all scrunched up because I didn't wait for them to smile, we now have excellent pictures. and descriptions of the people in those styles, what they liked about them, what they didn't like about them, styling hacks. So do check it out. If you have a look on our website under Sorry Not Sorry Stories in the menu, one of the categories says playing dress up, and you're going to find all the blogs there. And what I would recommend, especially as we start to get more and more of these dress ups done, I always put down whatever measurements I had available to me for those people who played dress up. So if you find someone whose body is kind of like yours, it'll help give you a point to say, oh yeah, okay, I can see that now. I'm an inch taller and my bust size is one size smaller. I can kind of get a sense of how it would look on me. So hopefully that helps you. Hi, Nikki, good to see you. I'm so glad your dress got to you in time. And it looked beautiful on you. Thank you for sharing that. And just so you know, today we got the orange ones in, the cinnamon ones that you actually wanted in the first place. We now have them, and I think we have one of the large cinnamon left. So just so you know. Okay, so that was the last sculptural tunic dress. That's wabi-sabi, which means that it has flaws, and we've tried to identify those flaws. And there's a video and in the actual product page, and you can find these in the collection. That says, I think, whatever today's date is it the 24th? I think it says March 24th collection. And do check out the playing dress up withs to help get a sense of, you know, what styles would look good on you compared to how they look on other people's body shapes. Hope that helps. And we're always happy to try something on for you. We do, all of us have very different body shapes. And so thank God for Alex and Shafali and Mira and Kim and Ryan, because we all just try stuff on for people and say, well, you're a little bit bigger through here, we're a little bit smaller through there. We have one self-pocket dress that we just put into the Wabi Sabi collection. And the self-pocket dress is it's a sheer one. So it is slightly different than the sculptural tunic dress, and I'm going to show you how. So the self-pocket dress, this is a sheer one. It has a little pleat here at the back, right there. So it gives you a little bit more room through the bust. The arm openings here are also wider. I would say it comfortably fits to a size 18. If you're not sure, then have a look at the measurements, or if you think it's going to be a close fit, because they are, okay, my daughter's messaging me. She's not feeling very well. I will call her soon. Okay. Gross. Okay. That's what she said. I'm feeling really gross. What she actually wrote the first time is, I'm feeling very froid. And I'm like, really, we're going into French now. That's okay. I will pop by and see her soon. So this one is the self-pocket dress. And we call it that because of the way that this has been kind of sewn together through here actually creates a pocket in the dress. And you can see Denise and Catherine love this style because it's really comfortable. And because it's more square cut, what ends up happening is it drapes down on the sides. So it uses the drape to create structure, and you can wear it with one of these dresses if you want. And again, you might just need to tuck part of it like that if you want, but you don't have to. So that's how this one looks. And apparently you can wear these backwards. So that's what we figured out last week with Sheena. And what she did is she said you can turn it around, and then you just have to use, she uses a magnet, which I do happen to have here, and she tucks the pocket in. So that's what it ends up looking like, more tunic length. And then see that pocket there? She tucks it in like that, and then takes a little magnet and attaches it here so it sits flat. So kind of reversible. And the same goes for the sculptural tunic dress. If you flip it around, it looks the same, only it has a higher neckline. Okay, so I think there are 2 more styles of dresses that we just put on into the Wabi Sabi collection. So I think there's one shoulder dress, and I have to show it to you because, so what I did is I cherry picked, just so you know what's going on. Very soon we are going to be going to the yoga show. So as soon as we come back, I come back from India, like a couple of days later, we're going to the yoga show in Toronto. And what we've decided to do is take all of our Wabi Sabi pieces. And that way people there can come have a look and scoop them up. But as a result, we're not adding them all to the website immediately because then that's so much work. We're hoping that we can sell them there. but I knew it wouldn't be fair to those of you who aren't in town. So I went through and I cherry picked what I thought were the very best pieces from the Wabi Sabi collection. And I thought these ones I'll definitely add online so that you are seeing the best of the best. And this is one of the best of the best. So it's cute, right? But wait till you see it up close. That's all embroidery, folks. All of it. How crazy is that? There. So you could wear it this way, or you could wear it this way. It's part of the Wabi Sabi collection because of those patches. But here, let me try it on for you. So this piece would be very nice to wear to a wedding reception. What am I doing there? Okay. So it would look like this on. And it just sits like this. There. So that's what it looks like on. And then I think when we had Denise here the other day, we were talking about if your shoulders are not as broad, you could just take a magnet or a pin and you can make this a little bit smaller through here. You could even just like gather this side together. There's a lot of options, like with all of our clothes, to try to made for me. Yeah, it's beautiful. It is. It's like art, this piece here. And then to have all of it featured right on the front like that, it's gorgeous. So this is part of our Wabi Sabi collection. Yeah, Denise, it was Denise. So there's lots of things that you can do to play around to try to make this suit your shoulder width better. And I don't think any of it is that hard to do. It's just a matter of like fiddling a bit. So here we go. Hi, Sandy. Good to see you. I love that post that you put on your story the other day. I had to share it. The one that said the only normal body is a changing body, because yes, let's normalize thinking that way. Yeah, so it's kind of funny. Story time. Because we're going off to India, I wanted to make sure that my kids think I'm being morbid, but I wanted to make sure that we had our affairs in order. So I have a safety deposit box, and I wanted to make sure that one of my kids, had access to it. So I went with Henna, my middle daughter, and we went to the bank today, and we went through everything, and I was showing her these really nice things that I've collected over the years. And she was oohing and eyeing and like, oh my God, Mom, why don't you wear that anymore? That's so nice. And I was thinking, well, why don't I wear that anymore? And I think this is part of that thing about growing older, right? I feel like somebody in a Tennessee Williams play, because here I am walking around in my slip like a cat in a hot tin roof. So here's what I was thinking. There was a time when I put on fancy things or name brand things because it made me feel pretty, or it made me belong to some group of people that were acceptable. So therefore I would, by transition, I can't remember the word I'm thinking of, I would also be acceptable because I fit into this group. And I told Henna that now I kind of feel like all of those really like fancy things, jewelry and stuff, we do need novelty. But I feel like some of those fancy things are like the icing on the cake. And right now at this stage in my life, I think I'm more about the cake. I want to make sure that the cake is solid and tasty, and that part of my life is really great. And, I can put some sprinkles on it with, some silks and, just have fun with it. But to have something now for the sake of just having it and, knowing, it's sitting in a safety deposit box, I think I've outgrown that. I think I am at the point where I want to live the things that are part of my life and not just have the things that are part of my life. I think we all did that. We need to look inwards. Yeah, I think it's hard to explain. I think Paris for my 40th birthday. Yes, I did go to Paris for my 40th birthday and I loved it. I'm not going to lie. But now if somebody said, go have a lavish week in Paris, I'd be like, I can hang out with my kids. I can do things that are so much more meaningful. I just did a workshop today where we were talking about body acceptance as we age. It doesn't get easier. I like the cake analogy. Yeah, thank you. And it's nice to see that Henna is really enjoying the icing these days, that she's so excited about a watch that she found in my safety deposit box that I'm like, yeah, you have it, take it. It's just a watch to me now. And at some point that really would have been something important to me. And Kim is saying, I know you're so down to earth. Kim, I am far more down to earth than I've ever been. And I think that's got to count for something. But yeah, I feel like going back to what you were saying, Sandy, it has to do with aging. That as you get older, you just really see a much bigger picture. And yeah, I feel that as I age, I try to focus on honoring all that my body has done for me rather than what I wanted it to be. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, okay, ladies, you're going to get me talking. So I don't know how many of you caught the live, the Play by Your Own Rules that I did on Wednesday with Julie Johnson. And she came into the store and she was talking, we were just talking. And she was talking about how her son introduced her to RuPaul's Drag Race during COVID. And how, they were stuck in a house together. It was COVID. Everybody was on edge. They really rooted and grounded down to earth. Thank you so much, Sandy. But yeah, she was talking about how she and her son were kind of not connecting really well because there was a lot going on. There was a pandemic. And so he suggested, would you like to watch RuPaul's Drag Race? And she had never considered watching it. And she did. And she watched it, and she watched a couple more, and I had said to her, yeah, I kind of watched it with my daughter, and I was like, they're kind of catty, and, I don't know if that's really what I want to watch. Like, it hurt my feelings to see them being hurt. And she said that that's not what she got out of it. What she said she got out of it were that there were all of these people who were so accepting of themselves and who they needed to be, and that they would cheer each other on to be that person and revel in, dressing up as a woman and being their best self and strutting their stuff. And she thought, some of these men dressed as women, were larger, and they still were reveling in their bodies and how they could dress up their bodies and live in their bodies. And it made her think, I've already got this body, and here I am being disparaging of it. And here's these people who wish that they had this body and they have to work so hard to get it. And it really gave her some perspective on how the relationship she had with her body and how she wasn't appreciating what she did have. That's why I love to watch the shorts live. So inspiring, and you look glamorous all at the same time. Why, thank you. Oh, look at you guys all know each other. So sweet. So yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah, aging and differing priorities and not being so wowed by the bling anymore. The bling is nice. Who doesn't like some icing? But for me, it is not all about the icing anymore. If that cake isn't good, who cares if the icing's good? It's just icing. So that's my little bit of wisdom today. Okay, I'm going to try on the boxy baby doll dresses that we just put on sale. So here you go. So I do love me a good boxy baby doll dress. These are definitely coming with me to India. So this one I really love because it's different on both sides. So it's a sheer one, and you can wear this side to the front and have these fun little pockets, or you can flip her around and put this side to the front. And I really like these colors. So this one is a sheer one, and then I think, yeah, the next one I want to show you is a sheer one too. So this one's super cute, I think. This one just screams to me day at the beach. This would make a great beach cover up with a straw hat that picks up these colors. The next one that I'm going to show you, I am absolutely in love with. It is kind of like what's that color called? It's called an ultramarine blue, but then it's a bit sheer. It has all these other colors kind of ombre through it. So mostly purples and greens, I guess. But because, actually, it feels like a lot more colors than it is. It is just purple and green. For some reason, I thought it was also blue, but maybe it's just there, that color where it kind of blends. So this one is absolutely gorgeous. Here. So this was just added to the Wabi Sabi collection as well. Like, how sweet is that? That is the world's easiest summer outfit right there. Put on a chunky necklace and off you go. We're going to be doing that. Oh, thank you, Denise. We're going to be putting, I'm in our new change room area, by the way. So this is our second set of change rooms. We're going to put a mirror here you can't see, but right here, so that you can actually see your front and back at the same time, which was something you couldn't do. We now have 2 huge mirrors right in front of me, so you don't have to go traipsing onto the front of the store. It is kind of pinky. I don't know what color that in-between color is. It's very in-betweeny. And then, right back here, we're going to have a display that has jewelry on it, and on this side we have the magnetic buttons. So when you're trying things on now, you can be like grabbing a necklace or grabbing some buttons and kind of putting your look together right here at the back of the store. So yeah, with a fun little necklace and then maybe some cute shoes, you've got a great outfit for hot weather. So this one here, again, has just been added to our Wabi Sabi collection, and it is 40% off. It's lovely blue. And let's see, here's another one. Also really cute. Love the teal with the brown and gray. Right there. They all look so beautiful. They really are beautiful. I can't believe, like when I was adding them to the Wabi Sabi collection, well, like I said, I cherry picked these because I wanted to make sure people who were out of town would have a good opportunity to shop the best of the Wabi Sabi collection. It's you, Sandy. Oh, I think sisters are convincing sisters to shop. I really like that down at the bottom too. Now this next one is also super cute. So look at that one with that little stripe down there, and then you've got some stripes here. This beautiful turquoisey teal color, and then the back looks like that. So there you go. This is another one. It's sheer. This was just added as well to the Wabi Sabi collection. And is that it for dresses? Okay, so I'm saving the cardigans for last because everybody loves a good cardigan. I wanted to show you this, and then I wanted to show you this. So there's 2 more little strays here. So this is the only one we have added so far. Oh, what's the question? What's that last one called? This one here. So this one is called Ruth Ray, R-A-Y, Ruth Ray. And this one here is called Clara Sherman. There. Okay, put this guy here. Okay, so this one, for those of you like me who love a good digital print, this is with the brown. Oh, I think I did tell you that one. Okay, good. So this is a midi length caftan. Thank you. Thanks, Kim. So on this side, you have all of these beautiful grays and soft teals, fuchsia, cream background, a little bit of a beigey color. And then on this side, you have these fun paisley designs. I just love it. So there's just the one midi length caftan that's in this collection, if you look for it online. But there you go. There is another sheer midi length piece with the dress underneath. It's such a no-brainer. Just easy, easy, easy. And then there's one kimono sleeved jacket, and then I'll show you the ones that I have. I think the only other 2 styles I have are shrugs and cardigans. So this one here, so again, please note these are cherry picked. Palazzo pants under that look okay. Yeah, palazzo pants would be great under that. I often wear my long and my midi length caftans and my shorter caftans with wide leg pants. I think it's just a nice flowy look. Okay, so this one you really need to see the fabric to appreciate it. Here. So, where is what I'm trying to show you? Oh, right. Okay. So what you guys may or may not be able to see is it's not that it's embroidered. It's really hard to see. But all the way through this sari, they've taken the fabric and they've sewn little tiny lines into it. I'm hoping you can see them right there. And those run through the entire sari. So this is all done, it must be by machine because it's so even. But that's how they've created a little bit of a ridge on it. And then the pattern itself is grays and periwinkles and ultramarine blue on a teal, like an aquamarine. Oh, missed some questions. And the bamboo dresses, all the bamboo dresses came in. Where is the midi caftan? Can't find it. I don't know. The only possibility is that somebody just bought it. And, but even then it should be there. Let me call Shefali and see if she can help. It's called Diane Arbus. Shefali's downstairs. Let me check. Shefali? Do you mind coming up for a sec? Sorry? Do you mind coming up for a bit? Oh, yeah. Thank you. Sorry, can you check if this one is online? Margot says she can't find it. And it should be there. Unless it's not tagged. It should be tagged with the word flip. Okay, so this one. The fabric is soft, but it's a little bit thicker because it's got that extra kind of sewn layer on it. Shefali is downstairs unpacking the new shipment, even though she's exhausted, but it's always fun to unpack a new shipment. So there, it would look like that on. Also very cute, great colors. This is too funny. So there you go. Actually, I would wear this belted, and normally I don't wear things belted, but I kind of like the belted look over the skirt.
It's got the right tags and everything.
And it's showing up?
Yeah.
Is it in draft or is it active?
It's active.
Okay, so
I can send her a link directly. Who's
yeah,
it?
Margot.
Margot?
Yeah, Margot. Shefali's gonna send you a link. It should be there. So yeah, I would probably wear this one belted, even though I hate me a belt. Shefali is sorry, not sorry. I know, I heard that too. That's so cute. Did you notice that you said that? You're like, sorry?
Not
Like,
sorry.
sorry?
Ah!
Not sorry. Yeah. So yeah, I love it. I think I like the lines and then how they drape down like that. This is a really cute
For
piece.
some reason, it's not showing up online.
Is it available on all sales channels?
Yeah.
No, come on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Select everything.
I'm gonna look at it. Shefali, can you show off a couple of these cardigans while I have a look at that?
Sure.
There you go. She didn't even know she was gonna be on TV today.
Hi guys. How are we doing? I hope we're doing good. Diane Arbus. Yes, don't worry. Yes, I think Priya did use a lot of like artist names for this time around. This is actually a really nice cardigan. So, interesting fact, I actually wore a cardigan for the look I'm wearing now. One of the favorite things I like to do with cardigans is wearing a pair of jeans. Hello, Kim! And wearing a turtleneck. Or even a button-up top. I really like the look of structure with looseness. So, because the cardigan styles are so loose, that's what I love about it, and this was a really nice one I was staring at. I do have one that is very similar, so it's tempting me away from it, so maybe one of you ladies should buy that. Hi Denise! But this one is really nice. It is also a very smooth silk. It's the Hilma Af Clint Wabi Sabi Pure Silk Cardigan. It's PRC 2702. You never button up a top. Come on. No, I don't believe in buttoning up tops. Sorry, Kim.
Only Kim would say that.
Of course Kim would say that. Sorry, goes against my principles. I apologize. But I love button-up tops like this, especially with a cardigan, because this is literally how I looked in the store today. I did have my hair down, but it's so comfortable. It's so nice. I can eat whatever I want, and no one sees anything, which is really great. And I can still feel comfortable and run around the store helping all you ladies when you're coming in.
And me, and helping me.
Oh yes, and Priya when she's coming in. But yeah, I absolutely love this one. Very nice, very smooth silk.
It's there now. It's on the top row. Don't know why it wasn't there before.
I think honestly the website is glitching.
Yeah, it's there now. So what I did is I re-tagged it.
Oh.
The tag was already there, but I added a new tag.
Is this your...
That's my
Oh,
show and pile.
okay.
Okay. All right.
I only showed one, so we're good. Back to business.
Back to business. Be yourself, gorgeous. Yes, she is gorgeous, and she should be herself because herself is magnificent. You hear that?
Aw, thanks ladies.
Kim is just jealous because if she
I know.
undid her buttons,
She wishes she could button up the
she
top,
wishes,
but she only buttons them up. She needs to stay unbuttoned.
Yes, Kim, you too should unbutton. Okay, so this one here, so much fun. Love it. So whimsical. Love this color on it. And I like that it has the black in it as well. So I feel like this one would be really cute upside down. Okay, so you put it on backwards. You're so funny. You can take a joke. You can take it as well as you dish it out. So there you go. Really very elegant. And those become the lapels right there. So this one was just released. So the colors are kind of like a tealy green. It's a kind of different shades of teal. And then that's a wine color and that's a burnt orange. A very pinky burnt orange, like a deep persimmon, I guess. And then, okay, so this one here, that one was a sheer silk. This one is a crepe silk. And honestly, the colors in this are so soft. I think this would be really sweet as a bathing suit cover-up. I was talking to the owner of a store called My Top Drawer. She's in Burlington, but she's also in lots of other places. And she was telling me everybody has blue bathing suits. Nice. More green or turquoise? Good question. More Tiffany blue. That is like a true teal. That's very Tiffany. You can't call it blue. You can't call it green. I think if it does look a little more green, it's like in some places where it's a little bit darker. But even then, I'd say it is truly right between a green and a blue. This one, is it roses? That's a good question. I think if they are roses, they're very stylized. So right there. Yeah, I don't know if they're roses because look, see how those have the little petals on them? I don't know if those are roses because of that. Oh, but there are some roses somewhere. Hold on. I saw some. So when you put it on here, that is a really Indian pattern, and I don't know if those are roses. Somehow I want to say those are clematis. But I am not an avid gardener, so I don't really know. The only reason I think that maybe they're not roses is because of the way the stems are, but I don't know for sure. And actually, holding that up there was kind of cute. So what if I put that up there? That's a neat look. I would do that. Especially with, wearing it with this dress has really changed the styling of things. I kind of really like that. Cute, because I think if I put both there, it would feel kind of heavy, which, well, actually, it also looks cute with the dress. But I think with just the one, it just adds a nice little line. Okay, this next one is also super cute. The fabric looks very vintagey. I don't even know what decade it would be from. So you can see it's got these lovely shades of pink, and then this is definitely a mint green. That's a darker leaf green, and that's a blue. The background is, I want to say it's such a pale green, it's almost a white. This dress does open up so many possibilities. It really does. And I think I was telling you guys, that dress is a nice added dimension. Yeah, thank you. It really is. And I had only initially thought of this dress as something to wear under other things, but then I saw the girls and Ryan styling it differently in the store, and it looks really great. I could definitely see this becoming part of a summer wardrobe. And yeah, actually, maybe the 60s, right? That does have a 60s vibe to it. But the colors are really sweet. Really. And then look, it's got a little bit of sparkle there on the sleeve. I think this would be a really nice piece for the summer. The background, I think I was going to say that, you know how Benjamin Moore has their whites collection, except some whites have a little blue and some whites have a little lavender and some whites have a little beige. I would say this white has a little green. So it's kind of a very, very ridiculously pale green, almost so that it's not a green. There. Here's another one. This one is super fun with all of its geometrics. There, you can see them. And some oranges and some yellows. Some fun kind of Mondrian designs there. Really sweet. So this would be a fun little piece. This I think would also work on a guy, this particular one. And we do like this style, works really well on men. So cool to think that you could wear vintage 60s fabric, right? I know. Uh-oh, you guys, I'm gonna digress again. Heather, you started me up. So, my mom and I have been chatting, and we've had a very strange relationship over the years because growth is hard for everyone. But we are now communicating much more than we ever have. And she sent me those saris that I posted on the stories today. And I remember them. Like, I remember those saris when I was growing up, and I remember that my mom always pointed out this one sari and said, when I got out of the hospital, and, you know, I was leaving the hospital back then, you stayed in the hospital for a full week after you had a baby. And she told me that she wore that sari. And so I've kind of always had a little spot in my heart that, oh, that's the sari that my mom wore when she came home. And it's such a beautiful color. And so what happened was my mom knew I'd started thinking about it and talking about it and sharing about it. And she saw the last live I did where I was talking about these saris and my mother-in-law and her saris and my mother and her saris and how they're so connected to their lives that, you know, it's not just a piece of fabric. It's something that it's like a token. It's like a memory. The fabric holds the memory. And so when I said, yeah, you know, my mom has all these saris, it kind of opened up her eyes because she had gotten to the point where, you know, that it's just a thing in her life. It was just part of her stuff. They were beautiful, as is your mother. Oh, thank you, Denise. So then she started going, she messaged, actually, she put it on the live. She said that it really opened a door for her to relive all those memories because she, you know, you get caught up in the busyness of life, right? Artifacts of their lives. Yeah, they really are. And the silks on those saris. So I've got them up in my dressing room right now, and they're just kind of sitting on my dressing table where I showed the video this morning. And they're so soft, and I can't help thinking she got those when she was about 23 years old. She's about 70 something years old. So this silk is 50 years old, and it feels so soft and beautiful. And it's such it is like it's a piece of history. And it's sitting on my dresser, just like these things. There are these things here that are pieces of history and little snippets out of time, and they're getting a new life. It's kind of neat. The whole thing, the whole idea of it just fills me with wonder. But yeah, to be able to find something and be like, that is so the 70s, or that is so the 60s, or that is so the 90s, it's pretty cool. Okay. Finished my digression. So this is one of my favorite shades of green. Cynthia, if you're watching, this is one of your favorite shades of green too. So this one is a crepe silk, and this color here is a really pale lime green, but it's so pale. This is one of those ones that you could say that it's cream, but there's just the tiniest little bit of a greeny undertone to it. But yeah, it's kind of cream. It's kind of not cream. It's totally adorable. Reincarnation. That is such a great name for it. And actually my cousin, I think, she started my cousin Seema started a clothing kind of upcycling thing, and she called it Reincarnation. And I think she grabbed the .com version of it. So it's already gone. But that is a great name for a business that does something like this. They are being reincarnated, given a second life. This is literally just want to wrap myself up in this, and wow. So the way that they've been styling this here at the store is they've been doing things like this. I'm just kind of letting that hang down there. It is really sweet wearing things over this dress. Did not think it would be, and yet it is. Okay, this next one I would say is more fall colors. I know we get ones that are similar to this. This must be a really popular colorway in India, but it's great. You've got your blues, you've got your orangey tones, you've got your goldy tones there. This is kind of a taupey color in here, and then the background is a cream. Yeah, it's beautiful. They're all so beautiful. Yeah, it's very pretty. And then this one, oh my God, look at those paisleys. Love that. Really love that. So it's a paisley in like a resist. It's what you don't see. That's the paisley. Very cool. Okay, this one here for all my ladies who love blue. This one is so soft. You have a poncho like that. That's really cool. Look at that design. And then this blue is a true, it's actually somewhere between a navy and an ultramarine. And this is definitely a turquoise. It's not a teal. It's like a sky blue. Oh, speaking of sky blue, we've got a couple of new dresses in. So you guys have seen these before. This is the Orange Village. They just arrived today. So this is the Orange Village t-shirt dress. It's very, very generously cut. In this dress, I wear a small medium. And so it comes in small, medium, and large, extra large. But what I got this time, I always had it in navy and cinnamon and black. And I've got 2 new colors now. Speaking of blues, so I have these 2. So this one we're calling turquoise, even though it really doesn't have a lot of green in it. It's hard to describe this color. It's actually like a blue sky in the day, and this one is the blue sky in the evening. So I think we called this one deep sky blue and we called this one turquoise. But yeah, so I have 2 new dresses. I like this one a lot. For me, I like the dark, but I think if you have brighter blue eyes, that would be sweet too. So we have just a few of them. You'll find them online, and I will definitely tag them after this live so you can find them. Oh, I like that. Yeah, they're really nice. They're so sweet. So this one here, yeah, super, super cute. So now that I'm looking at it next to this, though, maybe it does have some green in it. Because this is definitely a blue. Yeah, this is teal. But maybe that's what makes it turquoise, right? This is more of a turquoise. I'll try them on Sunday. Cute, though. Okay, so there's that. And then, oh, this one's really sweet, too. Oh, this is the last one of, pretty sure. Oh, yeah. No, we're still good. We're still good. So this is the last one of the cardigans, and then I've got to show you some really cool shrugs. So this one is, look at that pattern there. How beautiful that is. And how detailed. I think that's what makes this one here, is this one side. And then down here you can see it's got some texture and some gold thread in it. And then on the rest it's just cream and black. And the back is cream and black. And I have this feeling that this is one of those ones that if you were to wear it upside down, you would really see that pattern. So let's give that a try. Put it on like this. Pull it over. Yeah. Okay, so you end up seeing there. You see that there and there. And I love how you end up with this line across the front here. There. So this was also just released today. Okay, I just love this style. I could totally see taking this with you somewhere, wearing it in the evening this way over a dress. So it almost like a shrug or a shawl, and then wearing it as a jacket during the day. It's a gorgeous design. Okay, so now we're going to talk shrugs, and I'm going to show you my absolute favorite one first. I could not believe it. The colors are gorgeous. The pattern is unexpected, which is always fun. And I do like me some fun. So here you go. Okay, you guys ready for this? Because I'm in love. Look at that. How freaking different is that? So we have our navy blue up here with all these fun colors. And then down here, what? Where did that pink come from? It's so cute. And you can wear either side to the top. So this is a shrug, for those of you who don't know. A shrug is basically a tube with an opening. And you can take that opening, put your arms through it, like that. And then you can wear it with the blue side to the top, and in the back you see the stripe, like that. Or you can flip it upside down. And then you'll see more of that stripe, and the blue part gets totally hidden. Then here, oh, I saw it, lovely. Yeah, I've already posted online. Honestly, this one is just gorgeous. Now, when I used to show people how to wear this as a scarf, the way that I did it was to hold it up like this, drop one side, and wrap it once and tuck it. But then, after spending some time with the ladies from Suttles and Sea Winds, they had another way of doing it that was really cool. But will I remember what it was? Yeah. So what they did is they took one of these armholes, and then they took the rest of the scarf and put it through the armhole and kind of just wore it draped. I don't think I'm doing it right. But it was something very much like that. Maybe they wrapped it around twice and then through. But I know that they used this hole somehow. Oh yeah, maybe that was it. Yep. So they wore it like that. So you can also wear it as a scarf. But yeah, this one is one of those fabrics that blew me away because it's unexpected. Who would have ever thought to put those together? Like it's art. Okay, so this is my favorite. And then we'll show you the others. This one is another really cool digital print here. And you can see they're upside down right now, but there's houses in it. So these are the houses. There. Is that the Taj Mahal? It is not. It's not the Taj Mahal. But it looks like a similar style building. And then this is a digital print of stonework down there. And oh, can you guys see that? It's a dinosaur. I did not see that before. So there you go. Is it a dinosaur or is it a dragon? I don't know. You guys should vote. Dinosaur or dragon? What do we think? Is it the Taj? It is. It's Taj Mahal-ish. But it is not the Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal doesn't have all of this, the stone cuts on it. The Taj Mahal is just straight marble with inlay. It doesn't have cutouts. And then there's a lotus. And then, so I guess you would wear it this way. The silk is very soft. So if you wear it this way, you get the fire breathing, what is it? Velociraptor? I think so too. It could be. Weston is looking at it. He heard the word dragon. Here, Weston. Look, it's a dragon. Do you see it? Do you see the dragon? So yeah, you have a building, you have a tower, you have that gorgeous thing on the back. The colors are soft and lovely. I think I would pair this with a gray. It's really, really beautiful. Weston's, okay, I got that one. Okay, here's another one with a digital print that is a little less graphic, I guess. This one here is a digital print, but in a much softer way. So this is the digital print part of it here. It's a border of gemstones. So those are pearls and, oh, I thought so, it's inside out. So that's diamonds and emeralds and rubies right there. And I believe that style of jewelry is called kundan work. It's very traditional Indian style. Wow, 2.5-year-old kids are watching my lives. Who knew my audience was so diverse? But yeah, love the pink in this. It's so soft and pretty. I love that it has gray in it. Right there, it's kind of a lavendery gray. The background is pale pink. That's purple right there. But very soft and pretty. And then of course you could flip it upside down and wear it the other way as well. I think I tried on every piece this time. That's a lot of trying on. Okay, so there's that cutie thing there. And, oh, I think I may have missed one of the cardigans. She was hiding. Yeah, I did. So this cardigan and this shrug are the same fabric. So it's a little bit stiffer. You can hear it. See how it's got a bit of stiffness to it? Colors are beautiful though. So grade blues and turquoise there. And then that, ooh, that's pretty. That's the cardigan that goes with it. And then this one is also really, really nice. Okay, guys, I'm down to the last two. Okay, so I'm kind of in love with this as well. That is a very soft, dusty rose. That is a bluey gray. Like, you could wear that with denim and it would work. But you could also wear it with gray. And then you've got the white in there as well. So I feel like this would be a great piece for travel because you can wear it with black and gray and white. So it covers everything. There. That's what she looks like. There. And I think somebody was saying, was it Mira? So I know some people tuck this under your bra strap to get it to stay, but Mira had another hack. Oh, she takes this and she tucks it into her pants, and then it stays in place better. I was waiting for this one. Love it. Wow, stunning. Me too. Yeah, it's beautiful. It is truly beautiful. Yeah, I love it. I love everything about it. And then this is it upside down. There. So this is the second to last one. And then the very last one is this one here. So this is another one of those ones that's, it's called kantha stitching, where they take silk thread and they make tiny little stitches in a line to emphasize a pattern. So the color is a kind of like a forest green, and you can see what it would have looked like without the stitching there. And then that's it with the stitching on it. Purchase the coral striped shrug. Hope it's big enough. Can wear it as a scarf. Yeah, that one is so gorgeous. I'm glad it's going to you. It's beautiful. So yeah, this one. Okay, this one sits really well. I think it's the weight of that embroidery that just makes it adds a little bit more here. Beautiful though. I hope you guys can see the sparkle on that. I think you can. And guys, I am not sucking in my gut. And I'm not wearing great, like, you know, squeezy underwear. And I feel like you can't really see my tummy at all. So that's a win. That feels like a win. So there you go. That's today's show. I will probably have time to do one more live before I leave. So I'm probably going to do it on Thursday, assuming I get all my packing done. And we've got a couple more wabi sabi pieces to show you. I did release them to the website. So the wabi sabi, scrunch down here again. So the wabi sabi pieces that I'm going to be showing you next week have already been released to the wabi sabi collection. So they're not in like a today's collection or anything, but if you go through the wabi sabi pieces, you'll see them there. I think that's it. I really enjoyed hanging out with you. I will definitely see you next week. And then, we do have a playing dress up scheduled for Wednesday, so that's going to be fun. And the one that we did almost 2 weeks ago with Denise and Barb, Mira is finalizing it now. The new pieces. So thank you. Oh, thank you for saying thank you. You don't need to say thank you. This is my pleasure. I'm having fun. The new pieces are not going to be released anytime soon because Anshul in India has to upload them and then we still have to quality check them. So I think you're looking at minimum a week, probably 2 weeks, most likely not until I get back. They take a lot of processing. But we will be releasing pieces from the old shipment that we haven't released yet. There's more wabi sabi coming out, and then there's more what we call patch and release, which is a piece where we just realized it was missing a patch, so we have to patch it before we release it. So you can keep your eye out for those. And as we get closer and closer to releasing this new shipment, we will keep you guys updated. Thank you so much for spending your Friday night with me. As always, you guys made my week. I love doing this with you. If you ever have any questions or requests, let me know because this is my fun time and I love playing with you. Okay, guys, have a great night. Oh, when do I leave? A week today. A week from today, I will be sitting on a plane for 16 hours. So, but I will see you twice before then. Okay, guys. Take care. Have a great night. Bye. Oh, how do you have time to pack? Wednesday dress up, Thursday live. I don't know. And I'm going to do a photo shoot on Sunday and I have my daughter's wedding meeting. We do this like Zoom meeting on Saturday and today's Friday. I I don't know. I'm just going to assume that everything's going to work out and that I'm going to sleep for the full 16 hours on the plane. That's my plan. And hey, I'm in India. Worst case scenario, I don't have enough clothes. I will buy something because it's fun to shop in India. Who is watching your dog? Good question, Kim. So Kim, who has worked here in the past, but is working here less and less because she's got this side hustle that's freaking amazing. Kim has started a dog watching, pet sitting, house sitting business because pets love her. And she's going to be watching Sully for me and watching my house for me. And if any of you know somebody in the area who's looking for a pet sitter, she's dynamite, honestly. She's born responsible to look after your pet and your house. You couldn't ask for any better. There you go, Kim. I did a pitch for you. But I mean it. I'm not lying. Okay, guys. Now I'm saying goodbye. This is really it. Have a good night. See ya.